Hey people, Intro here, 53, Katrin Purification Plant, Blue Team. We have some Orks, SchmusCriminal with a Mekboy, a teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat with a bunch of orky gadgets. Looks like the Freebooters DLC here. AP Bucknell rocking a Kommando knob, an infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you, and blow you up. Orky style, begins with a twin link shooter. Alongside Zorander's Farseer, support hero fighting in melee, some powerful buffs and control. Can the Farseer keep these Orks in line? On the red team, the Emperor's finest, triple Space Marines here. Klaus Schwab, also known as a Virtually Generous, rocking an Apothecary, support hero fighting in melee combat by default. Begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Alongside AngryMetalGuy rocking a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, can get a melee loadout, supports with structures and repairs. Blood Ravens here. And rounding off the teams, it's more Blood Ravens. Angel with a Force Commander, a versatile frontline hero, bringing powerful disruption and support. On the east side there, against the Mekboy. Mekboy grabbed the power node there and teleported back. It's got double sluggers in play. Shooter boys are off capping something. Howling Banshees for Zorander, already forced off the field by bolter fire. Whole bunch of tacks here. Overtly has seemingly abandoned the western side for now. Commando's just kind of hanging out. Should be capping stuff. Here we go. We do have some scouts here. He must have been shooting these scouts. Overtly's pushing through the mid, I think. Scouts need to run. Yep, overtly pushing through the mid with AngryMetalGuy. Forcing off the Eldar, or at least forcing off the Farseer. Maybe the Guardians can get back in. Looking for a flank on the Orks. Double sluggers pulling back. Force Commander chasing them down. Chainsword and bolt pistol doing some work here. Those guys have to run. Big old flank now. Overtly straight onto the power with flame attacks. Flamer weapons very good at reducing power gens to rubble. Can they wipe these sluggers here? 22 hit points, 16, 10, 8s. They do. Sluggers are wiped. They didn't have any upgrades, I don't think, so not the hugest loss. Oh, down goes some shooter boys though. It was indeed quite a nasty flank against SchmusCriminal. Death gun now for the Mekboy. SchmusCriminal responds and recovers with some more sluggers. West side is blue. Farseer taking a bunch of damage here. May need to back off. These guys getting suppressed by the death gun. Apothecary standing by for heals. Customized Stormbolter on the way. And Purification Rites already in play. Mastercrafted Bolter now for the Techmarine. Red team tripling this eastern side. Oh, the Farseer went down. Little bit sloppy there from Zorander, but should get revived by the teleporting Mekboy. Meanwhile, Orks having free reign down the west side. AP Bucknell's army with double shooters and some sluggers and a knife. The assassin's knife. It looks green, like it's poisoned or something, but it doesn't do damage over time. Can stab you pretty hard though with assassinate and tripper shots, quite fun. Power bashing continues back towards the east side. Shuriken cannon on the field for Zorander, helping to keep these Space Marines at bay, but the tacks are in. Sluggers looking for a fight though. And the tacks back off. No shotguns here, eh? We do have this though, for high-powered shot. Sluggers have found the tacks. Apothecary doesn't currently have the energy to throw out the heal, which would knock back the sluggers. In fact, they may wipe. The tacks barely making it out there. Angel now bringing an assault squad. And Chainsword and Storm Shield for the Force Commander, Artificer Armor 2. So it's going to be very tough. I'm going to get mixed up a lot between AngryMetalGuy and Angel because they're using the same color scheme. Sluggers counter-initiating on the assault squad. Guardians off the field, they can't help. And that's a good special. And there's a heal from Overtly. And straight onto the power again. Doesn't have his tacks around though. Assault squad now for AngryMetalGuy. Commando knob rotating across. Having capped and noded this natural power here. 500 to 385 on the VPs. They continue to kind of triple this east side, the Space Marine players. Assault squad have a tough fight on their hands now. Double sluggers with burners for SchmusCriminal. They can't jump out. They don't have the energy. Taking huge damage. Can they wipe them? They're still chasing. 23 hit points. I think the last Assault Marine escapes. Now they turn their attention to the scouts and attacks that just got suppressed by this. And they all flee. How many gens did they actually bash over the course of that assault? I'm not sure. Here are overtly's attack trying to get this power node back. They do cap faster than normal. Assault squad jumping to safety. High-powered shot going in, and here's a sneaky Kommando. Assassinate on that tactical marine model, almost killed him, and then trip a shot to annoy the Techmarine, and then he runs, of course. Tier 2 for SchmusCriminal, Tier 2 for Angel. Scouts do have shotguns and Sergeant for overtly. Spent on the Flamer and some war gear as well, so Tier 2 delayed a bit compared to Angel. Angel got some war gear of his own, and the Assault Squad having to reinforce them too. That's going to be expensive. 7 power per. These guys bashing gens. So we're going to see sluggers trying to approach fights, supported by the suppression here. Should work out decently well. And could come out swinging with a Weird Boy, using Warpath maybe, and or a War Truck. You can pretty quickly get a Weird Boy and a War Truck up in Tier 2 typically. It's a nice little combo. Everything jumps out the War Truck, and then you pop the Warpath. Assault Squad getting in behind the Mekboy, another Assault Squad there. Grenade. Very nicely done. Kills 2 models. That was AngryMetalGuy. Back towards the west side. Is overtly contesting here. No idea. Where's the Apothecary? Oh, they were trying to get through the mid onto the power again. Howling Banshees chase them off with the aspect of fleetness. More health. Fleet, wash out, and they can jump over stuff. We do have double battle equipment, so they could maybe grenade the Assault Squad when they land. It's a risky fight though. We see Zorander pulling out. Farseer goes in. Grenade. Nice idea, but they didn't keep going. Spirit Stone's in for the Farseer. Might need to use it. Has to run, and there's the jump. There's still 1 grenade in play, but they do have to retreat. Here come the Orks now. Suppression from the Death Gun. Assault Squad can't quite jump yet. Suppression now being nullified by the Chainsword and Storm Shield defend ability. It doesn't slow you down though. This gives the Force Commander a bit more range damage resistance, passively as well, 20%. I assume that stacks with defend. And we do indeed see a Weird Boy straight out the gate in Tier 2 for SchmusCriminal. There's Tier 2 for AP Bucknell, and overtly actually the last player to go Tier 2. Sergeant's queued up already. Level 3 Apothecary. And Stern Guard Veterans dropped in by AngryMetalGuy. First company Marines that can change their ammo to combat all targets. They want to be using Hellfire against these Eldar. There we go. Damage over time acid rounds. Will also affect enemy heroes. There's Guide on the Shuriken. Look at the range now. Shutting the Tactical Marines off the Power Bash. Zorander needs to pull back. High-powered shot suppresses the Shuriken. Can it stay in play? It cannot stay in play. Was maybe fearing a jump there. Assault Squad have their Sergeant with a Power Sword over on the east side. Power bashing Orks with sluggers on those, with knob leaders on those sluggers, I mean. Weird Boy does have Warp Head for Foot of Gork. Not sure if it's been used yet. That basic attack is so good. That was such a good hit. Just as the sluggers approached, the Assault Squad gets mobbed, trying to get away with a Merciless Strike, but it did not help. An awesome shot there, perfectly timed from the Weird Boy. Didn't hit a single slugger too. Got some stick bombers who chuck stick bombs and stun bombs. Over on the west side, an Autark's been dropped somewhere. There's a Spirit Stone Seal. Autark is in there. Sub-Commander for Eldar, very good mobility. Can tie things up in melee or shoot it pretty good with a fusion gun. Apothecary now has combat stims on the power. 459 302. Where are the Banshees? They are healing up at base. Foot of Gork coming in. Weird Boy also for Bucknell. A few hits there. Didn't hit flush though. Autark in amongst things with a fancy spear. Needs to be very careful though. You don't want to isolate your Autark like that typically. She does get away. Grenade. Nice idea, a little bit early for those sluggers. Shotgun blast on the Banshees, and they are off the field. Need to try and stick with their Farseer, don't they, because of the spirit stones and spiritual rights. Got a decap here. Weird boy, what's he up to? Foot of Gork. That's got good range. Almost wiped those scouts. All targets back onto the field. There's that leap, giving a small heal and a damage buff to surrounding allies. See that blue glow on their weapons here. Slugger's got it too. 397 to 302. That is a zap from an allied weird boy jumping around there. Trying to power bash. Stun bombs, nicely done. Stick bombs to throw as well. Can't get a scout model though. 2-to-1 cap for the red team. Blue team are retaking Western contested VP. Weird boy looking for some trouble. He's found it. Assault Marines are here. That attack did some friendly fire, but worked out alright. Wartok's here to help. Some Guardians here to help. Assault squad leave. They dropped a model too. Dropped 2 models. Good kill from the Ortok. She's got that inspirational kill. Not sure exactly the stats on that inspiration, but it's something. Tier 3s for Overtly and AngryMetalGuy now for Schmooze, and there goes Zorander too. Might see relatively quick Seer Council maybe. She's got to save up a bunch of power though, that Farseer. 364 to 302. Overtly waiting for an ally to push maybe. Looks like the west side is going to turn blue. This is SchmusCriminal. Rotating back across. Suddenly a Dreadnought with an assault cannon. Powerful anti-vehicle ranged weapon. Stun bombs into Foot of Gork. Beautifully done by SchmusCriminal there. And now the Eldar push. Mark target on the Farseer. She goes down. Banshee's now in with a well-timed washout. Got some good suppressions there, but they can't stand against all this. It's just slightly late to the fight there, Zorander. A few seconds earlier, maybe could have pushed alongside Schmooze, but they don't really have an answer for this Dreadnought, so maybe it wouldn't have been wise anyway. Kommando is fully kitted. Sneaky infiltration kits, and kaboom. Weird boy's got to run. Red team will retake the west side. Is the Dreadnought going to push up? Looks like he's stomping towards the east side here. Orks are bashing stuff. Schmooze was able to pull out of that fight and keep going. Weird boy's on capping duty. Almost level 2. Has huge amounts of energy, as you can see. That's because his abilities are very expensive energy cost. But he can get energy back by being near Orks that use their WAR. Kind of a unique energy mechanic for that guy. Overtly bashing power again. A Bright Lance in play. That's to counter the Dreadnought. The Dreadnought's gone over to the southeast. They didn't grab these wreck points. Overtly wanted to bash power instead. Kommando. He's kabooming a bit early there. Might go down actually. 14 hit points. Ortok comes in. Kommando makes it out on 3 hit points there. Ortok's being used as an initiator for Zorander. It's one way to get in there and disrupt things, I suppose. Plasma cannon. Oh, misfires. They got out of range, look. Out of the arc. Grenade is mostly dodged. Ortok is staying on him. And there's the full auto. Scout drops a model. They're still going. No. Washout. And they shall know no fear is popped. But they have to run. Attack's getting chopped up by those power weapons. And another kill there with inspiration. Ortok also provides a damage resistance aura around her to ranged fire, benefiting those Banshees there. On the east side, big push from the Space Marines. That's Vanguard veterans in there, getting mobbed by Orks though. Stick bombers are good melee fighters, having to jump out. A good stun bomb throw. Are you getting a beamy death gun or something, Mr. Mekboy? No, at least not yet. Yeah, defend doesn't help you against melee. That was a lot of friendly fire from the weird boy. He could have targeted these fellas. Mark target on them too. From Signum Armor. Dreadnought is really far forward but has not been touched barely. Nob squad on the way for SchmusCriminal. That will certainly touch the Dreadnought. 326 to 254. Terminator's on the field for overtly, getting the Cyclone missile launcher and seeing off some sluggers. Weird Boy also runs. Dark Creeper's on the way for Zorander. Kommando sneaking around. Might be able to assassinate one of these tactical marines actually. Cyclone to try and stop the cap, couldn't quite do it. Are we going to see a model die on these Farseer Vanguard veterans jumping in? Oh, he's going in for a kaboom. It killed a tactical marine, I think, did it? I only see the sergeant there now. He's still hidden. Now he's getting too close though. 326 to 210. Uses the grappling hook to get away. Looks like the blue team have seen off the red threat from this side. Dreadnought has lived though. Nob squad in play with their U-jammers. A fierce tier 3 melee squad that can go toe-to-toe with anything in the game, especially when they have their upgrades. And they have one of them. Put their hammers in. There's tier 3 for Bucknell. Angel's getting some Devastators up to maybe try and help control the emerging melee threat. Banshee's already up, of course. There's the Sluggers, there's the Nob, there's the Autark, and the enemy heroes. Farseer trying to revive the Kommando. Gets it. 314 to 194. She's infiltrated. Did the Kommando infiltrate her to get the revive? Maybe. I don't see a webway anywhere. Nob squad. Oh, thrown into combat by the Weird Boy using over there. Shotgun blast slows them down though. And here is a venerable dreadnought from AngryMetalGuy, unique to the Techmarine. Will be a good fight for that Nob squad, but they are going after other things, such as this other dreadnought. Doesn't have melee resistance because it's got the ranged weapon. Did some really good damage there. And now the Nob leader's in, and they do have their frenzy. There's Foot of Gork. Explodes that Devastator squad to pieces, completely wiped them. I was going to say that would stop them firing, but it stopped them living. Nob squad with some good pressure, but they are seen off, and there's that Venerable. Dark Creepers can't do much to it, they got plasma weapons. Mekboy sticking with the Death Gun for now. He does have an anti-vehicle weapon though. There's the Bright Lance. Is the Farseer here to throw guide? No, she's not. That turns around the Venerable. Look at the damage it did. Good hit from the Dark Reaper Exarch there. They do have their aspect for increased range and the Reaper's Grasp. Over on the west side, Orks pushing through for a power bash. That'll be useful. Kommando wants to fight something though. He's still level 1, this fella. He has been kind of a menace though. Farseer levels up, then runs away. She's level 4. Oh, has Armor Vasurian. Those guys almost wiped on those grenades there. Big mob of melee Orks. Venerable is ready to face them. There's the big Emperor's Fist. Being repaired by the scouts, and then it backs off. Bright Lance needs to get moving, and it is moving. Terminators are pretty close to dropping the model too. Smite thrown in. Overtly with the Librarian. Psychic Hood, and the Force Staff is on the way. Stun Bomb chucked in by the Kommando. Didn't get anything though. Perhaps forced it to move. Attacks almost wiping on Sluggers on their retreat, and the Vanguard are going to make them pay. Yes, they do. Taking out one of them. Autark jumping in for a heal. Too late to save those other Sluggers, of course, but was a nice jump. Zorander with a Seer Council now. A squad of Warlocks that can all leap into you. Power melee Merciless Witchblades, or Witchblades. And they can get a heavy melee upgrade as well. And the Farseer, of course, can support them with the guide. Got their own damage resistance aura, stacking with the Autark, I imagine. That was a really nice force barrier, though. Big fight in the mid, eh? Venerable out front. They need more anti-vehicle, surely. They've got 2 Dreadnoughts to deal with. All they have is the Bright Lance, and I guess they have the Nob squad as well. Battle Wagon on the way also. These guys can get a heavy metal weapon, but they don't have it at the moment. And there's the Sacred Standard. Full-on support force commander here. 299 to 119. Mekboy's down. Flash gets on the field now for SchmusCriminal. Blasters on the way. really powerful anti-infantry weapons, especially against the heavy infantry here. They do psychic damage, which doesn't care about your armor. Farseer with a singing spear, eh? Expecting to see Doombringer or something, but the singing spear is a powerful weapon in its own right. Bunch of heavy melee DPS. Gate of Infinity gets the Terminators out. Maybe they can set up a big push with stun bombs. But they've got a lot of dangerous melee, the blue team. Nob Squad, Sluggers, Seer Council, Banshees are gone. Orks pretty good too. Farseer can pack a punch. Grappling hook into a kaboom. Not the best hit, and then he goes down. He's very excited about that kaboom. Warp Vomit stuns those Terminators. There's the Force Barrier though. Does it hit the knobs? It does hit the knobs. And there's marked target on them too. And they have to run. Venerable in the exact right place. Battle Wagon gets a big zap gun shot. And here come the Eldar. Foot of Gork now. A time field. Time field should have been further back, I think. Oh, here we go. Mekboy now has a beamy death gun. Getting shots from absolutely miles away. Top of your screen. Battle Wagon completely devoid of colour. But it's doing some decent work. Big old zap gun and some shooters. Terminator's teleporting in. What are they up to? Well, they're killing stuff, getting inspirations. There's a singularity going off. Dark Creepers targeting those tactical marines. The Mekboy went down again. Can the D-Cannon get a shot on those Terminators? I'm not sure what it's going to target by default. Trying to shoot at the Force Commander, I think. 237 to 119. What's going on the west side? Battle Wagon's still here. Venerable has survived. Needs some repairs, though. And this is overtly pushing on the power again. Oh, big hit on those Terminators. They hit all three models. That was huge. And there's the Warp Vomit to stun them. Good Cyclone Missile Launcher hit. Seer Council coming in. Still with their power melee Witchblades at the moment. Extra damage to the infantry. Look at the blasters doing work now too. Nob Squad running in. Terminators do not want to fight these guys. One goes down. The others teleport out. 210 to 119. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for overtly generous now. Vanguard Veterans seeing off some sluggers. Battle Wagon needs repairs. Mekboy could maybe help with it, but he's trying to shoot dreadnoughts at the moment. Getting some good hits on that guy. Teleports up. Stays with the setup weapon as well when he teleports. I think he's going to get it. One more might do it. Nob Squad is there as well. It's out the firing arc. It makes it out. 51 hit points. Can the Nob Squad get on? There's a teleport though. There we go. Gets it with the teleport. Level 5 Mekboy. Doing big chunks of damage. 185, 119 on the VPs. The Space Marines have the Western VP. Look at this damage though on his Terminators here. Trying to shoot their Cyclone Missile Launcher. He dies. Yeah, Dark Creepers were getting damage and the D-Cannon was getting shots on as well. Land Raider Redeemer is in. A mobile base here now for the red team. They can retreat back to it, reinforce off it, and it's got some big old guns on it too. Venerable still going. Almost level 2. Doesn't have the Dark Age of technology yet. Tried to get a D... In fact, they've taken the VP there. There's Reaper's Grasp, slowing down those Vanguard Veterans from the Dark Creepers. Autark still alive. Great usage of the Autark by Zorander. Just keeping it alive this long is not easy in a 3v3. There's a singularity. Decent hit. Didn't kill him. Didn't kill a Stern Guard at level 3, but that was a good hit. Farseer trying to fight a Venerable Dreadnought with her Singing Spear. I mean, it's a valiant effort, but it's not going to work out well for her. Just trying to keep it in place. There's double D-Cannons back here now. Battle Wagon still needs repairs, overtly pushing up. Applying a little bit of pressure. And there's that Force Barrier, of course. Tax now have the Missile Launcher, so can pressure the Battle Wagon. Venerable getting stunned. And there's that Mekboy back in play. That big scary gun. Pushing up now is Angel. The Space Marine player is able to be really aggressive with their pushes because they know they can retreat back to the Land Raider. Well, the Terminators can't, but everything else can. Terminators cannot retreat. Battle Wagon showing its rear armor a bit here. Needs to be careful. 152, 108 on the VP's big old warp vomit. And stick bombs. Librarian flees back to the Land Raider. What level is this Force Commando? Level 5. Apothecary level 6. Big heals coming out of him. Level 5 Techmarine. Level 5 Mech. Farseer also level 5. And a level 2 Kommando Knob. Worth getting the rocket launcher up, surely. Got a Venerable Dreadnought and a Land Raider to deal with. Keeping the knife for now. Double flash kits for SchmusCriminal. Flash kits also for Bucknell. Orks continues to be pretty awesome in there, supporting the Seer Council. Seer Council now have their fancy spears empowered. 121 to 108. Knobs would have found a way into the back lines of the Space Marines. And absolutely demolished those Tactical Marines there. They're still going, getting those momentum rings up from the hammers. Momentum is 8% per swing, I think. Yeah, and I think it stacks up to like 4 or 5. Need to be careful though. They're dropping models here. Warp Vomit coming in to help them escape, maybe? No, they're staying on it. They want to wipe these Terminators. Can they do it? They teleport at the last second and get away. Now they're fighting the Force Commander, who just leveled up to 7. Still 3 Knob Squad models here, and they send him packing. Meanwhile, in the mid, Venerable and Dreadnought fighting the heavy melee Seer Council, and the Farseer goes down. There's Stoicism, and the Beamy Death Gun was shooting them too. Venerable falls. Land Raider parked on the VP though. 81 to 108. Down goes the Kommando. Maybe the D-cannons should be creeping forward if they can. Look at those flash kits though. Kommando's in play now also from Bucknell. Dark Creepers with Reaper's Grasp on the Terminators. They can't teleport. Pumping in huge amounts of damage. D-cannon getting shots. Orks on them now. Got a good kill there, the Orks. Inspiration. Sends them packing back into the Land Raider. 81 to 108. Does Zorander have a Psychic Storm? An Eldritch Storm, sorry, no. SchmusCriminal's got 999 red though. Where is the rocks? Battle Wagon charging around, taking a bunch of damage though. Farseer's back to her feet. Was she down? And she's up now. Guardian's dying. They may have been just thrown in to die, I think, by Zorander. He's got tons of resources. Maybe we'll see an avatar. Apothecary, level 6 still. Foot of Gork sends them packing. Oh, he got knocked over anyway, the weird boy. Does the Orks have her shield or not? I don't think I've seen her use it. She does. 54 to 108. Singularity. Good hit on the plasma cannon fellows. They didn't kill a model though. And now they can just retreat to the Land Raider if they want. Orks goes after him. D-cannon takes him out with a shot. Beautifully done by that D-cannon. Promote that fella. 42 to 108. Space Marine team hanging on to a 2-to-1 cap. Stabilizing on the Land Raider. Here comes Schmuz. Going after the natural VP, asking if it's go time. Where's the mech? Mech is in the mid. Is this the go? Battle Wagon is still getting repairs. Another D-cannon for Zorander. I think an avatar would be a better shout. D-cannons need to move a bit maybe as well, a bit further up. Easy for me to say though, there's a Rocks. Takes out another plasma cannon squad. There's still 2 more on the field somewhere though. Big push by the blue team. They should at least decap here. Orks doing some work still. She's been absolutely amazing. Almost level 3. Give her a shield, damn it. Dark Creeper's pouring a damage on. Farseer on capping duty here. Don't think I saw... There's an Eldritch Storm. I don't think I saw a time field. Land Raider dodges the Eldritch Storm. Nothing is capping the VP, but there's a bunch of heavy melee on the Land Raider now. The Seer Council and the Farseer there. It's kicking off top of your screen too. Another Venerable Dreadnought is that. Down goes the Land Raider, they got it. There's the time field. Battle Wagon still alive. Was that the decisive push by the blue team? Here's the second Venerable called in by AngryMetalGuy. Gets the big old Emperor's Fist. Sluggers going after it. Not a good fight for them though. Farseer. Level 7. Techmarine's going to get revived. Can they get the VP though? They're down to 6 VPs. The blue team. It's a good push, but you got a cap off it. SchmusCriminal. I was now on the west side. I thought maybe he was going to go for the natural. Venerable number 2 goes down. Battle Wagon is still alive. Constantly needs repairs though. How's this Librarian doing? I think he's going to go down to the Orks maybe. D-Cannon took him out. 6 to 108. Can they cap this, the blue team? Terminators are on it. Nob Squad is on it. Love the Daka. And the Orbital now. Got a pretty wide area you can throw the beams down. They've been concentrated on one area though. That's not a good use of that nuke, I don't think. Terminators, no. Nob Squad is trying to cap. Oh, big plasma cannon shot though. There's 2 of them there, look. Nob Squad wiped, I think. No, there's 1 left. 2 left. And they did get away. Grenade. Nasty grenade from Overtly. Terminators. Yeah, they can't stick there for long. Who's going to cap? It's the Weird Boy going to cap. Need to use this Seer Council to pressure here. Need to get rid of those plasma cannons if you can. Throw some burner bombs maybe. 6 to 108. Look at this though. There's a decap attempt. Scouts. Some sneaky scouts. There's a single. Is that going to be enough? Is that single enough? Nope. They got the Western VP. Kommando is being outshot by Terminators here. With those inspirations on kill. They're taking a lot of damage though. Okay, the couple of the D-cannons have moved up. This one's facing the mid though. I think it should be turned a bit. Force Commander. Can't get on the decap. The scouts are sent packing. It's going to be a 2 to 1 for blue, but for how long? Here's Overtly scouts under infiltration. Trying to get a decap. Couldn't quite do it. Weird Boy's knocking them off. Battle Wagon getting some good shots, and there's another Weird Boy there too. What is this D-Cannon doing? Is it facing the friendly VP maybe? 2 to 1 for blue. But can they hold on? AngryMetalGuy is down to a single unit. Another Land Raider on the way though. Zorander trying to get a decap. Didn't quite work out. What was that that just exploded? Was that just the remains of a dreadnought? I think it was one of the old dreadnoughts. Land Raider out, says AngryMetalGuy. Indeed it is. But they have triple D-cannons. Seer Council and a Nob Squad. Land Raider's going to be under pressure. And Zorander can drop another Eldritch Storm when it's off cooldown. Kommando is stuck with the knife. I appreciate that. I thought we'd see the rocket launcher for sure. Likes the grappling hook in there and then blow himself up. Very good shot there from the plasma cannon. Scouts here trying to get rid of the D-cannons with grenades. That one retreated for sure. 4 to 93, 1 to 1 cap. Blue team trying to retake this Western VP now. There's a Orks back there. Gets rid of one of the plasma cannons. You see Angels of Death used by Overtly to try and save them. The Battle Wagon has finally been repaired a bunch now. Orks continues to be a beast in the back there. Land Raider starts shooting at her though. 4 to 93. Can the Nob Squad get the cap? They're being plasma cannoned a lot. Yeah, Battle Wagon needs to move up and zap gun these guys. Or just run them over maybe. Here it comes. Death roller time. Gets them to leave. Maybe they can now cap finally. And there's time field on the Land Raider. Shutting down the weapons and slowing it down. One-to-one cap. Blue team get it. There's the 2-to-1. They're still down to 4 though. That's a very, very thin margin. Nob Squad pushing on the Land Raider. There's marked target though. Taking huge amounts of damage. Level 4 Nobs. Doesn't want to lose them. This guy runs. He's still got 400 hit points on that guy. Oh, sneaky scouts, look. Got the decap. Very, very sneaky scouts. Now the Mekboy comes into cap. A whirlwind on the field now for Angel. Potentially very, very strong disruption. But can it last if the Battle Wagon goes after it or something? Cyclone trying to get the disruption. Mekboy, teleports away from the missiles landing and starts capping again. Excellent play by Schmooze. Couldn't quite get it though. Whirlwind knocks him off. What is this? Sneaky scouts. Couldn't quite get a decap. Blue team need to try and push through the mid and put pressure on the other VP, I think. Kommando Nob gets the cap. 2-to-1 is back in. 4 to 77. 2 plasma cannons back here again. And there's another one in the middle, look. More disruption than the D cannons because they disrupted every shot. D cannons doing more damage though, of course. And Singularity is amazing. Mekboy gets revived. Level 8 Farseer. Here comes the Battle Wagon. Trying to dislodge things. Slugger's coming in too. Where's the Land Raider? It's in the middle, look. Blue team are retaking the west side. Slugger's on the rampage. Shotgun blast there, well timed by Overtly, and gets them to leave. Mekboy trying to cap. Throws up his little personal shield thing. And goes down. Bolt of fire was too much. Good warp vomit though. Land Raider trying to push up a bit. They really haven't been able to get through the mid because of the Land Raider being there, I think, the blue team. So many resources for Zorander. Is it worth dropping one of those units to get an avatar up? Not sure. It's a tough call. I think an avatar instead of the 3rd D cannon was the way to go because could have used the avatar to pressure all the plasma cannons and stuff down here. Oh, Weird Boy goes down, look. 1-to-1 cap. I think you get the contested VP for now. Nob Squad looking for a fight. He can use Call the Boys on his corpse, right? He just got revived, the Mekboy. Big old zap gun shot. Tactical Marines getting absolutely demolished by the Nob Squad. Soaking up so much damage, these guys. Need to repurchase the Nob Leader. Cancel this reinforcement, repurchase the Nob Leader. There's an orbital. Some decent hits. Nob Squad did run off in the end. Absolute madness. And Eldritch on the Land Raider. Can he finish it though? Here comes the Seer Council. Got to throw guide on them, surely. Where's the guide? No guide. Wartox with them. Lots of disruption though. There it is. Oh, guide on the Dark Reapers. That's not super helpful, but maybe the Exarch's weapon's good against them. Yeah, I think the Exarch's weapon does plasma cannon damage, so maybe that's why. Or at least one of them does. 4 to 69 on the VPs. Land Raider is down. Farseer needs to be careful. What level is she now? Level 10. Back towards the VP of Death. Mekboy falls over again. These Terminators are almost gone. Sub 400 hit points. Kommando. Level 5. Stab. He wants to stab those Terminators, I think. Or that Terminator. Can he finish this guy off? That was the assassinate, I think. Down to 64 hit points, this guy. Is he going after him? There's Angels of Death. Blue team are taking the Western VP back. Terminator has survived. He seemed to stop for a second there, the Kommando. Maybe after the assassinate animation or something. Can the red team get back onto this with 3 D cannons pointing at the VP? Scouts are trying to get on this again. But commandos have been left there to defend it. And they're pretty good at that because of the disruption and stuff. Singularity was nasty. What's the Force Commander up to? Trying to tie up those D cannons, I think, yeah. Farseer is having a word. Now she just gives up. Oh, she's trying to revive the Mekboy. D-cannon just D-cannoned the Techmarine down, I think. That battle wagon is still going. 4 to 52 on the VPs. What is that back here? That was the Orks still going. Up over 1,000 hit points on her. See, Council almost level 4. They'll get like 3,800 hit points at level 4. Venerable number 3 dropped in. And maybe stop some caps. Charges through to try and get the D-cannons out of there. Can anything cap this VP? There's a Nob Squad popping their frenzy. There's another Land Raider from overtly, actually. Where are those commandos? Are they both on the VP back there? Oh, here's one of them. They do have their Nob Leader too, with the rocket launcher. Zorander can drop another Eldritch soon, I think. Yeah, pretty soon. Maxed out on resources, basically. Venerable fighting in the back. Seer Council going after it. And here's a looted tank. That's going to help. Just so much disruption on that VP. So Whirlwind back there. There's plasma cannons. There's D cannons. Venerable still going. Seer Council still on it. It's not going to last too much longer because the Battle Wagon's also shooting it down. Don't see anything on the mid VPs. It's all on this contested side. Venerable eventually goes down. Put up a hell of a fight though. There's a big Spirit Stone's heal from the Farseer. Keeps that Seer Council topped up. Venerable still going. Okay, down it goes. Killed something. Is that Librarian going down there? I saw 40 red pop up. Farseer leaves. There's still 3 D cannons. Yes, there are. Kommando Nob being very, very aggro there. Going to run up to a Land Raider. Singularity. And another Singularity here. Absolute madness. Absolute madness. Here comes some more commandos. Battle Wagon still going. Just haven't been able to deal with this thing. Cyclone. Some good hits on the looted tank. Some incredibly good hits on the looted tank. That was crazy. 4 to 19. Can the blue team hold on? Red team look depleted and beleaguered. More plasma cannons on the way. AngryMetalGuy needs to purchase something, surely. What though? What the heck do you get? Doesn't have the red for Terminators. Maybe some Devastators. One with the last gun and one with the heavy bolter. But there's the game. 2 to 1 was enough for the blue team to hold on by their fingernails on 4 VPs for so long. And they are victorious with a level 9 Mekboy. Level 10 Farseer. That Orks was incredibly good. Level 5 Kommando. The Battle Wagon was amazing. Level 10 Apothecary. Level 10 Techmarine. And a level 10 Force Commander. What a game. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one and I'll see ya next time.